Hi, everyone, and welcome to another great car here on the Car Reviews podcast with CollectorCarCanada.ca. Today we have a beauty. It is a 1953 MGTD Roadster. So, not only the convertible top, we've got some pictures of the top up and in place on the detailed listing, lot 325. I've also got the windshield down here. So we've got, of course, photos with it up as well on the listing, but I thought I'd show off those neat features for you. So again, a 53 MGTD. Now we're doing our best to be as current as we can with everything on this video, but do take a look at our detailed listing to be sure you have all the facts we have. Again, it's lot 325 on collectorcarcanada.ca. You can see we're shooting this one inside. I'm not going to start the car on this video, but there is a video on the detailed listing, again, lot 325, of the car starting, idling, and the exhausted idle as well. So, a cream colored exterior with a tan interior. It's all in nice driver level condition. We'll get up close and personal with it through the video. And we're not going to get the engine running on this video, as I say, but we'll start with a detailed look at the engine. Even the way the engine covers come up is worth seeing. So stay tuned. We're going to get into that right up next. But before I show you underneath the engine covers, I'll show you this venting detail. And as well, these clasps just unlock and turn counterclockwise, I suppose, to open them. And then we get at the engine. So it's a two-piece. And a neat little thing about these details, the MG emblem is in the center of them as well. So here's a look at the power plant for the 1953 MGTD.
It's a 1250cc inline four.
You can see those spark plug wires in place. And 12-volt system, you can see a diehard battery is in place for this 53 MGTD. But a nice clean engine compartment in this TD. So as I typically do, I'm going to walk by. I left the door open. I'm going to walk by and show you the exhaust pipe. I'm not in the habit of showing it when we do the exterior tour, but there's a look at it. So as I said earlier, if you want to hear it starting, idling, and the exhaust, just take a look at our detailed listing for lot 325. So we'll cut now and move on to the exterior tour. So I mentioned the windshield in the opening. We've got the windshield back up now. Needed to be placed in the up position the way you see it to open up the two sides of the hood. I only showed you one side of the engine with one engine cover opened, but as you'd expect, you can see both sides with either cover opened in our detailed listing, again, lot 325. So working our way through to the exterior of the 53 MGTD, the two big headlights announce this MG's arrival, and that grille is a conspicuous item as well. Nice MG emblem here on top of the grille, and this is a functional coolant fill, so water cooled, and that's where you fill your coolant. So I took a close look at these bumpers, and they look good. I think they could do with the polish, and that would take away a lot of this residue I'm finding on it today. I don't see pitting, but they'd need a good polish to get them to very presentable condition. Big swoop, a great looking swoopy fender that gives way to the running board just outside the door here. But I'm down on a knee so we can get a good look at the driver's side front wheel and tire. Now, you might have noted if you've looked at the detailed listing that this one is being offered by a dealer. So the background on it was that the dealer sold the car to a chap in 2024. That owner got a little bit of enjoyment out of it, but he's in failing health now, and he brought it back to the dealer who bought it back from him a year later. So that dealer knows that he put on a set of tires in 2024 when the car was sold. So let's get in close. I know they're a Nankang set. You can see the brand name down there. And the model is called Crossport SP99S. And I did corroborate the story of them being new, well, installed last year in 2024, because I did see a 2023 date code on them. And then for sizing, we see 165/80 R15 right here. I'm not seeing the date code on this one, but I'll endeavor to include it in the video at a subsequent tire. But I think those are the stock wheels with the chrome covers. Again, just like that front chrome bumper, they need a bit of a polish to wake them right up. But Steely's underneath. Rear hinge doors here. You can see that door opens without any trouble at all. And we close it. I'll give you a listen to the sound of the door closing. Pretty solid. And the rubber guards on the running board also neatly in place, look pretty good. But really, this car's low enough. I'm not sure why anyone would want to step on that anyway, but it is there in place and looking pretty fine. And the driver's side rear wheel. Again, the stock look, we see a bit of upset down here on this driver's rear wheel on the steely part. Chrome covers are needing a bit of a polish. And I'm just looking for that date code on this corner. Oh, here we go. So we've got the 42nd week of 2023 visible here, just before that white stamp. But inside that wheel well, all looks well. All looks well. And we do have, of course, here's the canvas top. We have it down for the video, but we do have some photos of it in the up position, in addition to the photos we took with the windshield in the down position. We also have videos, walk around videos of both of those exterior features. So working our way around, fuel tank's right here. And the fuel door is as simple as that, but it snaps into place neatly. And chrome surround tail lights mounted on those swoopy rear fenders. Good looking chrome bumper here on the rear with that sport rack. So you don't get much for storage space, of course, in the 53 MGTD with that fuel tank taking up most of the rear of the car. There is a bit of space in behind the seats, and there's some spare covers in there. We'll get to those when we do the interior tour. But yeah, so the sport rack enables the occupants to have a little bit more storage, I suppose, and they can get at that spare wheel by sliding her down with those levers. We do have a bit of an imperfection on the passenger side rear wheel well, and you can see there's been some touch up done there, and there's a little impression there. Dent sort of oversells it, but I think the camera's probably picking it up. And then there's a little bit of paint upset at this spot as well. I'll pull out a coin just to give you a sense of perspective. And as we cruise in on close, so there's a quarter, so gives you a sense of perspective of the paint flaws here on the passenger side rear fender. So we'll open up the door on this side as well with the rear hinging, and then we'll close it. Good solid close. And same, I'll say the same for the running board rubber liners over here on the passenger side. Nice condition, but as I say, I don't think they get used much anyway. And then here's a good look at the chrome wrapped windshield. To flip her down, it's just a matter of unfastening this, and it folds forward as you saw in the opening of the video. A couple of windshield wipers. I don't think the new owner is going to plan to be in the rain much with this car, but the wipers are in place. And this contraption here, as you might guess, a motor for the wipers. So good look at that venting on the engine cover here on the passenger side. Um, I skipped the rear tire on the passenger side, but here's a good look at the front tire here on the passenger side. I did check though; it's a set of four. The spare is not a match, but the four that are installed on the car are a matching set of four. And you can see that minimal mileage has been done on these tires since they were installed in 2024. Good tread remaining. So that'll about do it for our exterior tour. Let's move on to the inside. Okay, onto the cabin. So this will be one of our quicker interior tours just because of the compactness of the interior itself. We've got a wooden rimmed 3-spoke metal steering wheel. The wood looks in really nice condition, and there's an MG emblem in the center. And then instrumentation over on the left, we've got a speedometer maxing out at 100 miles per hour. It's a true mileage unknown car for what it's worth. The odometer reads a little over 5,000 miles. And there's a trip odometer in place too. And then Jaeger gauges, I might add. And that tachometer maxes out at 6,500. So there is a clock look in place, but non-functional. And then we've got an oil pressure gauge and an amperage meter in the center stack. The two buttons, in addition to the key, are required to start it. You'll see what I mean if you take a look at our dedicated video to starting the car and how that happens. We had a nice, easy start, no trouble at all, but do take a look. And then the rear view mirror is mounted on the dash. As I mentioned above it is the windshield wiper motor. But you can see the seat back is one piece and the seat bottoms are separate for the two occupants. Chrome covered handbrake here. And there's the shifter for the 4-speed with reverse on the bottom right. But the upholstery looking quite presentable. No tears, a little bit of creasing here on the driver's seat, but quite presentable. Evidence of the past restoration on this car. So you can see that the interior of the door features a mat pocket. We also get that over here for the driver as well. And then they're not stowed in such a way that I can easily demonstrate them. But in addition to the canvas top, which we've got pretty good detailed photos of on the detailed listing, there are 2 tonneau covers so that the cabin can be covered without the top being up. And with the windshield, so they don't go over the windshield. They kind of start from behind there, and you can see these snaps are what keep the tonneau cover in place. And you can see some up here on the dash as well, so they get secured behind the dashboard. So without those in place, there is a bit of storage on what I'll call a parcel shelf in behind the 2 occupants. Get a look at that glove box as well. A few personal items in there. I won't dig them out, but you can see it's from the old time just by the look of this nice wood on the inside of that glove box. So that will do it for our interior tour.
So there's a good look at our 1953 MGTD with the 1250 cubic centimeter engine up front. It's an inline 4.
Power from there. Check our detailed listing for lot 325 for the exact power rating out of the factory for this MGTD. And it blows out through a single exhaust in the rear, and it drives the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual transmission. And you steer it with this beautiful wooden steering wheel. So overall, a very presentable example of a 1953 MGTD. I'll call it cream over tan with the matching canvas top as well as the 2 tonneau covers. Tires installed in 2024, and for you Ontario buyers, a nice feature about this car is that the car is being sold Ontario safety. So I mentioned earlier in the video how the selling dealer sold this car at retail in 2024. the buyer at that time has fallen into poorer health and is unable to enjoy the car the way he had hoped to. So the selling dealer bought it back from him, and that's how we came to offer it. So the selling dealer has a little more information on the background of this car. There's a detailed service invoice as well on that detailed listing for lot 325. But as I say, tires installed in 2024. I'm guessing they've been driven under 1,000 kilometers since. So lot 325, 1953 MGTD, 4-speed manual, Ontario safetied. Thank you for watching, and we're going to move on to the next car.